Hey guys, so today we skipped class for this, so
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you.
So what's up guys? I'm William Francisco. I'm your moderator for today's book number 3.
And I'm Reniel Bunag.
I'm Mark.
I'm Mark Reyes.
I'm Miguel, and let's get started, guys.
So first question is, so this is going against on what we portray love is in our modern society, but Lewis writes that love is not a feeling but an action. What do you guys think about this?
I guess I'll answer first, but I kind of do agree with Lewis, since in our day of age, in our modern society, we do think like that the feeling is what defines love, but like I kind of disagree with that, because we think that texting or like messaging the words "I love you" is enough for that defines a relationship. But yeah, however, that's not the case. People say that action speaks louder than words, and I think we gotta agree with that. I don't know about you guys, but I do agree with that. And yeah, it's the smallest action that really matters.
Well, I disagree on what C.S. Lewis tried to say.
Yeah.
I guess love can be expressed in many ways, right?
Yeah.
Other than action, you can express your loves by writing poems, novels, in a book, or maybe even
Sharing.
Yeah, I guess just like talking in general. But like I know what you're kind of saying though. It's just not specific towards action.
because
But-
nowadays, just like
Yeah.
what you just said, people can now court other people by
Just
through
by
text.
Yeah,
Text,
through
yeah.
text. It's not like actual thing.
Yeah.
But still though, like wouldn't you still enjoy like at least for ours, because
Yeah.
we're guys and like we
New
gotta court.
generation.
Yeah. So like, what do you guys think? Like, is courting through text or like courting in person?
Maybe in person,
'Cause,
Just
like-
like back in the day.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, back in the
yeah,
day.
like,
It's
just
more
like, I don't-
romantic.
Yeah, it's more romantic rather than like, oh, I love you. Would you go out with me? Just in text like that. I don't know.
with
That
emoji.
I don't know. Though, I don't know. But yeah, anything else, guys?
He writes that love is not a feeling, right? But an action. But for me, I don't know. I'm confused, but in my own opinion, it's like it's connected. It's related to each other, because let's say I have a feeling for someone. It's a feeling, but if you take an action for your feelings for her, then that's love. It's like I read before in one book, I don't know what's the title of the book, but it said love is a God in itself. So if you love someone, that means you're a servant of God. You follow Him, and what else?
No.
And then
I mean that's good. That's alright.
it's like, yeah, you have to make an action if you love someone. It's like if you're in a relationship, you're texting, like playing with your girlfriend, if you know how to play like mobile games.
Okay.
I think that's not enough, because for me, I play with my girlfriend, like we play Mobile Legends and some other stuff.
Yeah,
in video
but like
games.
You gotta agree like that's not enough though, right?
Yeah, I think that's not enough. I prefer talking to her personally
Exactly.
than
That's what- yeah, that's what I
texting.
mean, yeah,
Yeah, that's my point. And then, yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
How about you, Mark?
For me, I prefer like texting because some people can't communicate in person too well, so you know
Oh yeah.
you
Yeah,
gotta
I mean-
hide in their
Yeah,
phones.
it's,
Yeah.
and
Lack of
in,
confidence.
in addition, it's like if you have a long distance relationship, you can see each other, so you have to
Yes,
you have to
text.
talk through text or
Yeah, I mean-
video call.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like, what do you guys would rather do? Like, cause
Oh, I would rather do it in person.
oh,
Person.
okay,
Yeah,
like, just
me
like,
too, I prefer in
talking
person.
Majority
Yeah,
person.
Yeah,
talk in
in
person.
action.
and then food, eat food.
If you're tossing and you're turning and you just
So moving on to the next question, guys. So how is faith like love since these two feelings to be learned? So to begin, faith is really same as love because in faith you will learn to trust and believe in God, just like in love. You will learn to trust your partner and believe to every action she will make because you are already committed to with each other.
Yes, sir. Preach, preach, preach. But yeah, I just want to add that yeah, faith is love life. I mean, faith is like love, since these feelings are need to be learned. So let's take faith for example. You don't learn that right away. It's not like a math equation that you gotta learn. But yeah, your faith will get tested throughout your life. It's not like you're gonna have always that up scenario with God, and you're always not gonna have a good time with God. But that's life, right? We gotta learn the hard way sometimes. So love is like that too. We learn the hard way, and some of our first relationships we learn, in the very very hard way, and we make that mistake.
And yeah, in addition to what Miguel said, I agree because in our first relationships, we make mistakes, and we learn from those mistakes so that we don't make the same wrong actions in our future relationships, and that makes us a better person in the future.
It's kind of true, yeah.
Well, yeah. So I also agree with them. Love and faith is kind of the same thing. Love without faith isn't love, and faith without love isn't love. So love starts from God, and having known God means you have faith because faith by its definition is belief of unknown. So like what I'm trying to say is that if you know what faith really means, then that means your love for someone can be powerful as love as your love to God.
It's kind of true. Good correlation with faith and love. I'm not gonna lie.
4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh.
So okay, moving on to the third question. Also, what can you do when your faith is at your weakest point?
So yeah, besides from praying to God, I'd like to think of everything He has done for me, because not everyone hasn't gone through a lot and received His blessing yet. That's why their faith has weakened. And yeah, personally, I only started appreciating God after moving here, because moving out from the Philippines means a lot to me, and life was hard there, and I'm glad God gave me the chance to able to reset my life here, and I also learned how to forgive others and move on from the past, and yeah, I get closer to God, and every action I make now, I think God. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good to be honest. But yeah. So yeah, with what I do is that I feel like one of the things that we can do is like seek others for help. They can really open your eyes and make you realize what's really important, and maybe seeing others and like asking for help. They may suggest like other ways that we can use to cope with our weakest point. Like, I know in our witness talk we talked about it in our book 2 video that yeah, we with our broken families, bullying, and just in general, it's pretty. We were seeking for others just for help. Yeah.
Okay, so in addition, we all go through hard times, and basically I usually do whenever I am so weak at the moment, like I go get some rest, or maybe I do whatever I want to do that can make me feel happy.
Yeah.
And
But no bad things though, right?
yeah,
bad things.
no, things.
Just making sure. Just making sure.
Yeah, I do like physical fitness outside,
Yeah.
like playing basketball or something.
Mhm.
I use my bike sometimes, and maybe I did something wrong. That's why I feel so weak about my faith in God. And sometimes I go to church and ask priest,
Priest.
yeah. And then, but most of the time I talk to my mom about it. Like,
Oh, you love me, friends.
yeah, my faith is not like my mom forced me. It's like I want to believe what I want to believe in church and my faith. So it's nothing to do with with anyone.
Forcing you upon.
Yeah.
So like overall, like I kind of feel you everyone and relate from it, because for me, whenever I'm like with my weakest point, like realistically, I went like outside and take a walk
Yeah.
and play basketball. Kind of leave my feelings away from my mind and myself, and after that, like I'll be back to a simple prayer to God for guidance and like to be like stronger. I think that's
Yeah, but that kind of like relates to our witness talk again. Sorry, that with our broken families, and what did you guys do when it was in your like weakest point though, like I don't mean to put you in the spot right now, but like when you were getting bullied and like I know you like it was like a hard experience, but like what were some of the things that you did?
Honestly, I just go to church. Yeah, well, when I got here, I've been closer to God. I always go to church.
Yeah, something
Like
like that.
for the first 2 years, yeah. Well, my mom always invite me to go to the church,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah,
Just
I
taking to God.
just talk to Jesus, with
Yeah.
God, seek for advice.
Yeah, so like with our broken families, it was pretty hard for us, but I guess like talking with our brother, mother, or dad,
grandmother.
yeah, grandmother and everything, right?
To help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3. I'll be.
So moving on to the last and final question. So what are the dangers of hating and the benefits of loving?
So the dangers of hating is that it can get you into fights a lot, and it can get you into trouble too, and it's not good for your physical and mental health. The benefits for loving is it's like having a relationship with God and strengthening it with that person that you love.
So yeah, adding to what Mark said, it's like not only it is dangerous for you to hate others or just yourself in general, is that it can really hurt your physical and mental state, like what he said. And it can really definitely scar your heart and the relationship you have with God. But also you also gotta look like at the positive side. Like the benefits of loving is definitely like it really outweighs more of the hating. It can make you closer to God. Loving others and caring for others can make you a better person. And you gotta like think the very last one is you can also spread love rather than hate. And that's one like everyone really preaches about, right? Rather than like hating. Why not just spread love, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I don't really find anything wrong with hating.
Yeah.
Well, hating is normal because that's one of the emotions we've been given by God, through free will, and yeah. However, if you start free will, yeah.
I just remember the first.
However, if you start letting fate take over your life, let's just say everything you do, everything they do, everything you see, bothers you, or you start just in general, you start hating it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really dangerous because you're going, like just like what you said, you're gonna start hating yourself,
Yeah.
and hate others constantly to the point you'll start I guess secluding yourself to the society, and you'll find life not worth living and yeah, no purpose. Therefore, you start directing this hate towards the others because you value life as if it is nothing and want others to feel the same.
Yeah. So like just basically like hating others and you maybe hating yourself in general.
Yeah, for me it's like the benefit for loving someone is like you can make them inspiration for every day, right?
Yeah, it's
Like-
definitely like a motivational type.
Yeah, and it's like it's connected to what do you call this? Like the opposite is hating, and if what do you call this? No, come on guys, help me. like
Like wait, what do you mean?
like if you hating
Oh.
someone,
Mhm.
like that's the opposite of love, and
Yeah.
then you can feel either the same way, but
Yeah, but it's better that
Yeah,
you
it's
love,
better.
right?
Yeah,
and
that's
like
true.
yeah, like what I just want to add like what I said again is like just spread love rather than hate, right?
yeah.
And that's just that's pretty much it to be
Yeah,
honest.
it's just feeling. Yeah, it depends on us where we want to go. If we want to go to the
Love
love or
the
hate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to conclude, hate is both dangerous and ugly. Like it can motivate violence, crime, and like damaging behaviors like what Mix and Mark said. Like for example of this, like gun shooting, bullying, and others. Like a paper reminder of this. The hatred towards something and their perceived rejection fuel the desperation and insanity that cost lives of people. So hate can cause a lot of pain and suffering. We all know that. Therefore we should not spread and hate to each other. We should start to spread love and peace. For these are the key to be a good person to others and to God. Let's go.
So yeah, it's gonna be our conclusion for book 3, and see you
On
next
book
time. Saw, dude.
Yeah. Boom.